Hello and welcome to episode 4 of our F1 Manager McLaren journey, and we are heading to Baku off the back of our best result so far in round 3 in Australia, albeit 12th and 16th, but we had a great little finish with Lando in that one. So if you haven't checked that out, do check out episode 3, and if you want to keep up to date with this series, please do subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like and do get involved and leave me a comment, and I will be sure to respond, and you might even shape some decisions that we make going forward in this series. But let's get into episode 4. So before the race weekend in Baku, we had a 4-week break between Australia and this race weekend. So the main focus for me was doing as much design work and manufacturing as we could to try and improve the car. I was really hoping we could design a lot of parts, manufacture them, and really see the car jump up from where we were, about an average of 8th, hoping to at least make a jump to 7th or 6th, try and get on the tail end of those points. That was my plan, and as you can see on screen, we had 3 designs underway, so a suspension, rear wing and chassis, all finishing in 17 days, and we had 25 days to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, so we had a good chance of getting those designed and manufactured. So we firstly had the rear wing design and manufactured so we can get that on the car, and that opened up another design slot for us. So we went with a new front wing. We're just working through different parts of the car and getting them either on their 2nd or 3rd variation, just overall improving the car. We do have research available to us now because we had this 4-week window. I did still want to try and get as many designs as possible complete, so that's why I'm still focused on design in this early phase of this 4-week period. Next, the chassis design was completed, so we ensured we manufactured one of those for each car in time for Baku, and again that opened up another design slot for us. So we started some design work on some new side pods and used our final CFD and wind tunnel time for that design within this period. We then had some results for a regulation vote. So this came in a couple of days earlier, and it was effectively around voting on changes to either high speed downforce or low speed. Actually, for us, as I said in the live stream, it didn't affect us too much because we're ranked quite poor on both. So I did actually vote against low speed and in favor of high speed, but the vote was a tiebreaker, and it went for low speed. So exactly what it says on the tin for next year, it's going to make a significant change to low speed. So as you can see on the news item, minus 30% low speed on front wing, rear wing, and so on. So in our research, we're really going to have to focus more on that low speed element to get back that loss. Our final design before heading into the Grand Prix in Baku then completed in the form of suspension, and again we manufactured these emergency so we could get them on the car before this race weekend, and that was our 3 designs and manufacturing completed. So we've managed to get 3 new parts on the car before going into Baku, and they were, as we've seen, a new rear wing, a new chassis and a new suspension. So what I wanted to do is look at the car with the old parts on, rank where we are currently, and then put on the new parts and see where that is putting us in the field. And ultimately we were left disappointed. So 3 designs completed. I thought that was going to propel us up the grid quite a bit, but it seems other teams have improved. So as you can see, we've gone up a little bit on top speed and DRS effectiveness, and low speed and medium speed, but not by much. So we're still probably sitting around the 8th team on the grid. So we're ahead of AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo, but we've not done enough to get ahead of Williams, and certainly not ready to take the fight to Haas and Alpine. Just a quick look at our designs at the moment. So we've got side pods coming in 6 days. They will be ready for Miami. And then we've got a new front wing and chassis that should be ready for Imola. So I'm now hoping Imola will be the race in which we see a significant increase in our pace and hopefully be on the edge of scoring some points. But coming into Baku practice, it does look like we're 8th on the grid, and it's going to be a real struggle in this one to claim our first points of the season. Followed quickly behind him by Oscar Piastri. We've got a virtual safety car. Someone's had a bit of an issue. It's Alonso. Alonso is out. What has Fernando been up to out there in practice 1? Are we going to get a replay of it? I don't think we are.
VSC ending.
So we finished practice 1 and I was all ready for practice 2, but I'd completely forgotten we were in a sprint weekend. So I have really put our drivers in a difficult position because the setups are looking pretty awful going into qualifying, and we're now in Parc Ferme. So as you can see, setup satisfaction is unknown for both because we are still working through that. 63% on the parts, 25% for Lando on track acclimatization, 27% for Oscar. So they're going into quali with a preparation of 52% for Lando, 35% for Oscar. So pretty rough start to our weekend here in Baku. And we're now going to head into qualifying. Right, let's see what we can do then in Q1 of a sprint weekend in Azerbaijan. As always, we're going to look at the sector times. They're the first 2 drivers out, so they will be going green and purple. So the purple's not going to be moving too much. And we get both cars into Q2. 4th round, we've only done it once, which was in Jeddah in round 2. The other 2 rounds, Lando's made Q2 in all 3 rounds. Oscar's only got out of Q1 once. So let's see what he can do round here. Looks like he's going to have a bit of traffic as well. Let's have a look here. He's done a 36.4 for the first sector. One quicker than Lando. Yeah, by a 10th. Half a tenth. Through the castle section, approaching sector 2. Oh, thanks, Johnny Rich. I see you engaging a lot in the channel. It's, yeah, really appreciated. So we go, coming up to sector 2. Let's see what Oscar's going to do here. 41.8. See what Lando does. 41.8 as well, but slightly slower. Again, about a tenth. So Oscar's probably a couple of tenths up at the moment. Oh, you worry, Johnny Rich. You've been shouted out. So Piastri goes top because his first car through with a 1.447. Lando just under a couple of tenths behind him. Now going to start their second flying laps. Let's see if we can get through to Q2. So we're looking for green sectors. Green sectors means it's a personal best for your driver. So therefore, if we're seeing that, it means Lando is going to be going quicker. Let's have a look as we approach sector 1. Yes, he's gone quicker. 36.3. What is Oscar going to do? Can he match? 36.4, so he's now got a tenth slower, but still green. See what the boys can do. Can they get through to Q2? Both cars would be lovely. Lando's going to be posting his second sector time shortly. Looking for green again. At 41.5, effectively a 41.6. 2000s off being a 41.6. What's Oscar going to post? 41.7, so another tenth and a half behind. So he's about a couple of tenths back on Norris on this run. Lando coming to the line now. Has he done enough? He's up to 13th. What about Oscar? He's now 16th. Needs to jump up a bit here. Oscar's just got to 15th, but we're waiting for others to cross the line here. And look on slow laps though. Bottas on a hot lap. Have a look. Not everyone's through yet on their final laps. Is Piastri going to make it through? Bottas. Oh, doesn't go quicker. Is Sargent on a hot lap? Nope. Fries isn't on a hot lap. Oh, Sonoda or someone was though, because we've been bumped down to 16th. Oh, Piastri yet again is not going to make Q2. He's only made qualifying. He's only made the second session in qualifying once now in 4 rounds. Lando, 100% record going into Q2. Oh, Oscar. He has got some work to do. To get him performing better, it's, well, giving him a good setup to begin with, to be honest with you. But it's his stats. Obviously, his stats aren't quite as good as Lando, but because he's a young driver, the more he races, he will develop. We can change his development plan to upgrade certain stats, so we keep with him. He should come good in the end. It's just whether how long you want to stick with him, a season, 2 seasons, till he comes to fruition, really. So, yeah, but at the moment, we'll stick with him. So let's see what Lando can do. We're just going for 1 run here in Q2. Lando loves a 13th place. That's where he normally likes to qualify on our series. So let's see where we end up here. 36.3 first sector. It's not showing their best laps there, is it? Which is frustrating. Alex Albon knows 36.1, so yeah, we're not going to make Q3. We didn't think we would. We've done a lot of upgrades for this race, but still not quite enough. We're still around about that 8th car on the grid at the moment. Alfa Romeo, very much the slowest car on the grid. Then it's AlphaTauri, who are pretty close to us, and then ahead of us are Williams and Haas. And beyond that, at the moment, most of them are out of reach, so we still need to keep upgrading this car. See what Sector 2 brings.
Okay, that is the checkered flag.
End of session, so this will be it when we cross the line. 41.7. Bit of traffic. Might give us a bit of a tow here, to be fair. That would be nice. It's getting out of the way. Yep. Didn't hold us up, so that's nice. Here we go. Lando coming across the line now. What can he post? It's going to be a 1:40. Didn't see, but we're not going to be very high. 14th. It's a 1:44 something, wasn't it? 1:44.4, I think. Yeah, 1:44.5. So it's going to be 14th, unfortunately. We're knocked out in 14th, so we usually get up to 13th, but we're struggling even to make that. So that's a bit alarming, considering we've upgraded the car and we've... Let's see who's on pole. Ooh, so Max Verstappen didn't get pole last race, but he did still win the race. But he's now down to 4th for this Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc will be on pole. Perez 2nd, Alonso 3rd, Verstappen 4th. Sainz will be 5th, Hamilton 6th. Stroll 7th, Albon 8th, out-qualifying a Mercedes in Russell 9th, and Magnussen 10th. And then our guys will start in 14th with Lando Norris, and 16th with Oscar Piastri. And here we go. So we've now finished the 2nd practice session in Azerbaijan for the Baku Grand Prix. And yeah, unfortunately we practice 1 because we didn't lock in those setups as well as we'd like to and as quickly as we like to. We're currently looking quite poor on our preparation. So Lando's has a driver preparation of 75%. His setup satisfaction, we did manage to creep up to 78%. Car part knowledge for both him and Oscar's both 78%. And track acclimatization is 68% for Lando. So overall 75% prep for him. Oscar, the big thing letting him down is track acclimatization better than Lando at 71%. Car parts knowledge 78%, as we said, the same, but his setup could only get to 60%, which is pretty horrific, to be honest with you. So his preparation is only at 67%. So here we go, just confirmation of that starting confidence for the race weekend. So Lando at 75% and Oscar Piastri at 67%. So our lowest so far this season. As I say, we do have to take that with a pinch of salt because it is a sprint weekend. So let's have a look at these strategies. So soft is quicker by about 5 seconds, they say. Oscar is not great on his tyres, so I'm actually going to go medium, Oscar, and softs for Lando. And just split the strategy. And we'll have him going aggressive at the start. And yeah, I think with that, we are ready to jump into the Azerbaijan sprint race.
Time for the
Sprint race. Let's go.
Baku. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's have a look at Lando starting in 14th. Piastri dropped a position there. Can he get it back off Bottas? He's got the inside, but he's lost that. Or has he? Is he coming back for this? Bottas can have the inside for the next corner. We've dropped a place for Piastri down to 17th. He is the only one on mediums. I did have a fear this was going to happen. It's my first sprint on F1 Manager 23. Got a lot of experience with F1 Manager 22. But yeah, I just like to try new things and see how it pans out, and we'll learn for next season. So this is probably going to be the wrong strategy for Oscar looking at this, but we'll see. We've just lost a place there to Tsunoda as well on Norris. Piastri, I'm just going to go full attack then.
Use the tyre. Copy. Yeah, okay.
Perez and Verstappen fighting away for 3rd and 4th. Piastri's just dropped to last. Oh, the Red Bulls are really squabbling there. God, through the castle section side by side, I wouldn't recommend that. As Verstappen comes away, is he still there? Perez is still thinking about it. I think Perez has given it up. Be right on him on this back straight though. Verstappen's not got DRS on Alonso, so Norris has already dropped off. We just haven't got the pace. We have not got the pace to stick with them. Unfortunately, we've not got the pace to get to Tsunoda. I think it's because he's hanging in the Hulkenberg's DRS. I think if he dropped off, we could get Tsunoda. Let's just have a look what happens here. As Perez goes for the overtake on his teammate. Verstappen's dropped 2 seconds back off Alonso, so might be difficult for Red Bull to win this one. Still 10 laps to go though. The Alfa Romeos, but we're still pretty close to the Alfa Tauris. And Williams are still ahead of us, but Sargent can't quite get the maximum out of the car like Albon does, so Sargent's still going to be in that fight with us. So yeah, we're still battling for where we are really. 15th and 16th is where we should be finishing. Go, Norris has got a good run on Tsunoda, who hasn't got DRS. So we can make a move
recharge
here.
on is okay, please.
Yeah, confirm.
We go, taking the inside here. Tsunoda's one, we've broken the DRS to Tsunoda, which is good. Leclerc's not going to be close enough, is he? Here. He's gaining half a second. It's not going to be enough, though. So it's going to be Max Verstappen for another win. 3 actual race wins in the first sprint. Leclerc, Perez and Alonso. Norris has pulled away out of Tsunoda now, so we have secured that 14th place. Piastri is right behind Guan Yu Zhou. Can we take him on this final part of the sprint race? Lando's about to come across the line, so he is going to finish 14th. And I believe in this game we're still setting the grid, so he's going to start 14th. So it's where he started this race.
Pack is low. Yep, copy.
I don't think Oscar's going to be close enough to
It's a
get
checkered flag.
brand new Zhou here. No. So we're going to start dead last. Yep, we are starting dead last. Yeah, a difficult one for Oscar, but we put him on the mediums, trying something different, and that was the wrong choice, but we had nothing to lose, really. Looks like it's going to be a difficult weekend for us, though. Lando started 14th, did well to battle back to 14th after dropping a couple of places. Oscar was going to finish 19th, staying on those mediums. So going to the softs, we were near enough 19th anyway. We were one more lap, we would have had brand new Zhou's, but he is going to start last in the full race. Lando's going to start 14th, so a chance of points if there's some interesting things that happen up front, and accidents being a street circuit, so you never know. So we've just got to keep the car on the track and take advantage of any safety cars. You never know, we might sneak a point or two, the first points of the season. So let's head in to the Baku Grand Prix.
Teams are making their...
I'm going to go medium soft with Lando. He's better on his tyres, so I think we go with that. Oscar softs just to keep him in contention early on. With that, let's jump into it then. See what we can do in this Grand Prix in Azerbaijan.
Final checks are being carried out on the grid, and it won't be long until we get... Here we go, with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Here we go then. Fourth round of the season. Let's see what we can do.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Quick look at tyres. Most of the drivers around us, Norris starting on mediums. He's lost out to St. Noda there early on. Piastri, unfortunately, the two ahead of him are on softs. Norris has won that back off St. Noda. Nope, St. Noda's back through. Oh my goodness. Bottas wants some of it as well.
And overtake is available.
The AI just go all out attack to begin with. Just not interested in...
Stay close.
Let's attack.
Oh god, this is painfully slow. So, again, like in the sprint, Norris has lost 2 positions. I think I will just have to start putting him on attack every time from the race start. It's what the AI does, we just got to stick with it, really. Just look at tyres again. So yeah, we've gained 2% on Bottas, 3 on the other guys.
Okay, Lando, you can turn recharge off if you want to.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Who is that?
Charge off. Yep.
What's going on here? Bottas!
Other people are...
Now this was Valtteri Bottas.
Oh, we just come off board.
There
Oh,
wasn't
it's
a
clipped
lot
the
that could
wall.
be done to avoid crashing into the barrier.
Lost half his front
And
wing
that's
there.
one
Shouldn't be a
surefire
safety
way to
car.
put a dampener on your weekend.
That's why that Alfa Romeo is going so slow in front of Piastri. That's got Bottas out of the way.
Recharge off.
That's pretty handy for Lando and Piastri. He moves up 1 as well. Oh, we've
Let's take a
got
look
De
at the
Vries.
replay. Right, we're taking the second corner.
We missed
The
that.
opportunity's there. And that sees them move up
There we
into
go.
18th.
Oscar gets that move done. So he's up into
Can
18th.
push.
Yeah, confirm.
Needs to keep on pushing to stay now with Guanyu Zhou's DRS. We will get DRS still, which is handy to keep Tsunoda off from attacking us.
we should
Take
be
another
able
look at that
to take
one.
a look here. Now the focus is on Lando Norris here.
Good
It's
late
there
braking
for
from
the
Lando
taking.
into that one. Good move.
Just be careful with this tyre.
So we're up to 14th where we started. Now we're on the back of Hulkenberg. Tyres, we've got 3% margin on him, so not too much to play with, but we'll just see if we can keep in his DRS. Piastri has got past Joe as well. We're up to 17th for Piastri. Still just going to keep him pushing.
But this is what happened. Look at the McLaren driver here.
This is the same
And
again,
they
isn't it? We're
squeeze
getting
by.
him on that back straight across past the start-finish
And
line,
up into 14th they go.
and Hulkenberg keeps getting us back.
Now
So
this
Norris
was
is
at turn
making
3.
some good moves here
certainly
up the grid.
inviting.
He's now got Ocon. We're up to 12th. 2 more
And the
places,
McLaren there
and we've
with a
got some points.
beautiful
He's
manoeuvre.
showing some pace now. 2 seconds off Magnussen. Let's try and push a bit.
Stay close.
Lando looks a little bit close to Magnussen this time round. Oh, a lot later on the brakes as well, that's for sure. Looking for a move here before we can get on the start-finish straight.
Recharge on.
Confirm.
Magnussen's lost DRS here as well. So we should have Magnussen across the straight. For 11th place, come on Lando. DRS wings open. And there we go, into 11th. Will Magnussen fight this back though? Let's have another
take a
look at that
closer
one.
look. Heading down the straight.
So we're side by
The
side by the time we even got
opportunity begging
DRS.
to be taken.
A pretty easy move in the end for Lando, moving us up to now 11th place.
And
One
Lando
more
says,
spot
"Well,
to get
thank
a
you very
point.
much."
Still think Magson's going to be interested in
And
taking this
just
back.
recharge off whenever's good.
And he is on that straight.
Confirm.
I don't know what happened to Hulkenberg. Kept getting him and then we had to concede.
Right then, we can take a
Magnussen
look
takes
now.
us back
Now
on the
we're
next
approaching
DRS
turn
here.
2. There's the opening.
It's getting a good exit and then DRS wing open. Just speeds past us. Stappen leads up front. 3 seconds to Leclerc. Sainz is right on his teammate. Perez, Russell, Hamilton. They're having a little squabble here. Hamilton's about to take a second helping a DRS to go past his teammate. Then we've got Russell, Alonso, Stroll, Albon, Gasly, Magnussen, and Lando. This squabble we're in here.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Confirm.
Just staying in the battle, aren't we, really?
And recharge off is okay.
Confirm.
Recharge on.
Confirm.
Back in the DRS here, Albon's pitted. Be interesting to see where he comes out, and I'm going to pass him. It's Magnussen again and Gasly duking it out here.
Just recharge off, please. Just recharge off.
Confirm.
Oh, Norris on the outside of Gasly here. Oh, what a move that is. Gasly still wants it though. Gasly's still in it. Can we hold it?
Let's
Have
see
another
what
look at that.
happened
That was a beauty.
Right, so this was the fourth
Look
corner.
at that, late on the brakes.
They
Gasly
decide
couldn't
to
really
give it a
go
go.
anywhere because he was right on the gearbox of Magnussen. Let me hold on to that one though. I'm going to come up to this castle section. Have the inside line here, but Gazzy's ahead of us. Still side by side. No, ooh, are we through there? We are through there. Right, now we will have DRS on Magnussen. Albon's come out in 15th. He's not got traffic, so he's going to be moving pretty quickly now on his mediums. What can we do here with DRS? Pit windows 25 to 31, so we are now approaching that. Fastest lap for Alonso. Oh, Magnussen is pitting. Do we pit this lap? Just give it full beans, see what we can do, see where Magnussen comes out. See what the margin is on Albon. Looks pretty big even with that one lap, doesn't it? What a big undercut that is. Gasly has got us in amongst that.
Now just keep your eyes on Gasly here. It's there for the taking.
Right, I think I'm going to have to pit. Because we're not going to get DRS. I don't believe. And if we do, these tyres are pretty much gone. Is Gasly going to pit? No, he's not.
Lando Billy.
Right, let's see what we can do here with Lando.
understood.
Hulkenberg's coming in behind us as well. .8, not too bad. Could have done a little bit better. Albon's already gone. Magnussen's there, stuck behind De Vries, which is good for us at the moment. Still stuck behind him, so that's pretty handy. We lost a couple of seconds then to Magnussen.
Be able to take a look here. Now the focus is on Lando Norris here.
The Lando is currently holding
Gap
10th
opens up
place.
for them.
A point.
And that's 10th place and up into the points.
Let's not get too excited, but we have got currently a point. That is again Piastri on
Right, let's have a look
Guan Yu
now.
Zhou.
Around turn 3. The opportunity's there.
Nice little move from Oscar. But again, it'll be a disappointing weekend for him. Right, let's go on board with Norris now. He's right on Alex
I know
Albon.
we suggest a little bit more like that.
Confirm.
We want to manage
61 on the tyres. This is the only
Okay.
problem now. We have pushed the tyres hard. $15 laps. Are they going to last 15 laps? Especially with Gasly about to be behind us. Norris takes Albon here. Lovely little move. Can he hold on to it? Albon's going to want to try and take him back.
Here's the replay. Look at the McLaren driver here. Can they squeeze by?
Like his teammate a moment ago, lovely little move from Lando to move up into ninth.
And
But
Lando
the
says,
problem
"Well, thank you
is
very
now
much."
his tyres. But I hold on to this. The tyres are not looking great here for Lando, let's be honest. 60% wear with 15 laps to go. Magnussen. Is there going to be a safety car? Magnussen. Was that it? He just tapped the wall. Not gonna work. Gasly's going to be joining this fight shortly. Losing time to Albon now as well. Virtual safety car. Right. This is good.
Is everyone alright?
Yes, everyone is okay.
Sargent is out. We may as well pit again with Oscar.
Oh dear, a crash! There's been a crash! Here we
Logan
go,
Sargent is
heading
out.
into turn 1.
Oh, just loses the back
And
end.
that's the moment the car plows.
And Logan is out. We've got a virtual safety car. Still virtual safety car continues. This is perfect for us at the moment. We should now have enough tyre life to get to the end. Virtual safety car is ending.
Virtual safety car ending. Perfect.
And you can push.
Confirm.
Overtake is available.
Confirm.
Alright, we've resumed.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
4 laps to go. Gasly is 2.6 seconds off us. We're pushing fuel and
4 laps
ERS.
Confirm.
Norris has got to try and get back into this DRS with Albon. Gasly is gaining a solid rate here. I'm going to have to try and attack.
Try and pick our way through Albon ahead.
Timing is all off at the moment. It's 0.8, then it's 1.4. Well, that's good. Let's stay there. Gasly is getting ever closer to us. And he's going to bring Ocon with him as well. Well, this is difficult. When we cross the line, we're going to have 3 laps to go. Gap is 1.6 to Gasly, 1.3 to Gasly, 1.5, 0.8 to Alex. We need to stay in this DRS desperately. We're going to run out of tyre life.
Stay close.
Oh, this is going to be hard. And just stay in that DRS. Gasly 1.2, he's going to have DRS on us across this next lap.
3 laps to go. And recharge on.
Okay.
Recharge on.
Yeah, confirm.
Oh my god, look at the 2 Alpines, they're coming for us. Just we haven't got the tyre life. 37%.
Time to push on these tyres.
Cool.
Oh, we're going to run out of tyre life. Oh, Piastri, Jesus. We've completely forgot about poor Piastri.
Okay, maximum pace now.
Copy.
Go on, Piastri, do what you want out there.
Possibly you can reduce the LICO slightly.
Yeah.
Lando's tyres are going to be shot though, this is the problem. We're going to drop off next lap. Pretty close to Alex here though. We can get Albon and just use him as a bit of a buffer. Come on.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Come on, Lando.
Confirm.
2 laps to go as we cross the start-finish line on this one. We're going to get DRS. Gasly is not in our DRS currently. Come on, Lando. Let's get this done on Alex. Choose each other for a bit of DRS.
2 laps to go.
Oh my god, if we went into the back of him then.
Can use overtake.
Cool.
Come on, we're going to go for this, Lando? No, this doesn't want to.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Yeah, confirm.
Stay with him, stay with him. Ocon is in our DRS. Gasly is in Ocon's DRS and we're in Albon's DRS. We're going to be out of ERS shortly. Let's do everything we can here. Ocon 1.1 back, should be handy. 1.9 off, stay out that DRS, is going to be in the
Yeah,
DRS.
confirm.
Definitely in our DRS here. Come on. Want to make this stick. Norris, come on. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando.
1 lap to go.
Alright.
Lando's up to 9th. Is Albon going to fight this?
And
He is.
overtake is available.
Confirm.
Oh, no!
Overtake is very difficult.
Back
No!
with it.
Oh, no!
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Now
I
look,
can't
here we
believe
head
it.
into turn 2. The
I
cars
can't
jostling
believe
for
it.
position, and the contact between the
Oh,
cars
no.
inevitable. Who was at fault? Well, there'll definitely be fingers being
Oh,
pointed.
no. That was our first points of the season. 1 or 2 points. Oh, that is unbelievable.
Red flag.
And we got a red flag. Are we still in the race with Lando? What's happening here? Final lap. We finishing 10th here? Albon's out. It's still showing us as in. Hold on.
That's a really miserable day for Oscar Piastri.
The race is over.
It's been a very frustrating day.
There's
for
red
them.
flag
They
on the
lead without
last
any
lap
point.
with
That's
us
not the
facing
sort of
the wrong
performance
way,
we'd
but
expect to
still
see,
in
really.
10th.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be
Verstappen's won the
celebrating
race.
Dutchman's achievement.
Have we got a point still?
Full
I've got a
superb
feeling we've
wins
still
for
got a
their name now
point.
this year.
That's
And it's
one
been
way
a
of getting
pleasure
securing the
watching them
point.
ride.
We have! Oh, yes! Alex Albon still finishes 9th. I would have liked to actually crash just to know he's ahead of him then, because that would have been handy. But even with us crashing out, Lando Norris has gone up 4 places in this race, and we've got McLaren's first point of the season in a rather dramatic way in terms of crashing out on the last lap, red flagging the session. And how would you feel if you were Gasly and Ocon? Because another lap, they would be pumping themselves up into 9th and 10th. But as it is, Lando has secured our first point of the season. Oscar, pretty dreadful race to be fair. He did go up 3 positions in fairness, one of those because of retirement. The other 2 we are ahead of Alfa Romeo. Oscar finishes 17th, but Lando's got our first point of the season. Max wins the race yet again, 4 in a row for him. Charles Leclerc 2nd, Sergio Perez 3rd, Sainz 4th, Fernando Alonso is 5th, Russell 6th, Hamilton 7th, Stroll 8th, and then Albon 9th, and Norris 10th. So looking at the drivers after that, Verstappen continues his dominance, 33 points with his sprint win. Sergio Perez 2nd, he goes ahead of Fernando Alonso in 3rd, Charles Leclerc 4th, and Sainz in 5th. Then if we go down, Lando Norris is now in 12th, getting our first points of the season. Constructors, Red Bull leading the way, 174 points over Ferrari on 116. Aston Martin keeping in touching distance to them, and Mercedes just about keeping with Aston Martin. Then you've got Alpine. Williams get their first points of the season. They're in 6th with 2. We get our first points of the season to go to 7th, which is our objective for this season. Haas, AlphaTauri, and Alfa Romeo yet to score any points. So there we have it, round 4 coming to a close in dramatic fashion with Lando Norris securing our first point of the season. We were absolutely nowhere in that sprint race, but Lando came alive in the race. His tyres were going off. We thought the Alpines were going to catch us, so I wanted to get ahead of Albon just to use him as a buffer. And then even if we lost 1 place on that last lap, we would still come away with a point. But as we see, ended in that dramatic crash. Red flagged on the last lap of the session, and because of that we revert to the grid as was the last completed lap, which had Albon in 9th and Lando in 10th. So we come away with our first point of the season. Oscar Piastri, again a poor weekend throughout. We are sticking with him for this season, but he's got to start improving. If not, we may have to look at a driver change at the end of the season. If you like this episode, please do subscribe to the channel. Do like the video and get involved in the comments section. We'll be back soon with highlights of Miami, and we're also live streaming on a Tuesday and Friday. So do keep in touch with the channel, and we'll be back very soon.